The Dallas Cowboys made some really big moves during this year's trade deadline, acquiring not only Quinnen Williams, but also Logan Wilson, two guys that can drastically help this defense being able to stop the run, but also, and more importantly, being able to get pressure on the quarterback, something they have not been great at over the first few months of the season, especially now not having a guy like Micah Parsons. Now, before we break down these additions and before I really showcase to you why they are going to really improve this defense, I do want to say rest in peace to Marshawn Kneeland. Prayers go out to his family, his friends, and everyone involved in this situation. It is truly heartbreaking at 24 years old that this happened. And again, just prayers go out to them. But with that being said, put a prayer emoji in the comment section, and let's kind of dive into this video a little bit with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the first thing I want to say about this Dallas Cowboys team is if you look at it, they have one of the best offenses in football. I know versus the Cardinals, it didn't really show. They had a ton of turnovers. That's not really like them, but they rank 4th in the NFL in points per game. Right, they're really good in the run game, top 10. They've been great at protecting Dak Prescott. It's all really good offensively, and if they didn't improve this defense that ranks 31st in the NFL in points allowed per game, 31st in yards allowed per game, 31st in touchdowns allowed per game. I mean, this team 32nd worst in the NFL in third down conversion percentage allowed, right? They couldn't stop the run to save their life. They couldn't get to the quarterback to save their life. They couldn't generate turnovers. I do think that this is going to 100% help them out. Okay, these pickups, and let me show you exactly why on the film. With their run defense being so bad, it allows offenses to be really dynamic and unpredictable when it comes to establishing the run, utilizing play action, getting second level linebackers to overcommit up, but adding Quinnen Williams, a guy who is just deadly on this defensive line. You can see a combo block here. This guy's going to leak into the second level to take out the linebacker, and then watch Quinnen Williams. Once they allow those singles, the one-on-one to happen, he throws the dude to the side and goes and gets Bucky Irving for a 3-yard loss. I mean, this is what the Cowboys desperately needed. They could never stop the run. They just didn't have it in them, right? Even with Micah Parsons, they couldn't stop the run. But adding a guy like Quincy Williams, adding a guy like, Kenny, right? Kenny Clark, these interior defensive linemen go from probably one of the worst groups in the league to now one of the best, at least in my opinion. I know they're not the youngest guys in the world, but in terms of being able to stop the run, we should see them really shoot up defensively. It should be that way. Here's another one. He comes out in a 4-eye, right? 4-eye basically means you're on the inside shoulder of the tackle. Now, he can line up anywhere, right? He can line up here, here, sometimes even a zero technique. He can line up literally everywhere on the defensive line. They come out in 22 personnel, essentially 2 backs, 2 tight ends, and they just try to run the ball, a little bit of pre-snap motion. He goes right past the left tackle, right past him. I mean, the left tackle is no chance. Swims, right, pushes him to the side, stays on his feet. Look at it, he gets tripped up here by the tight end. Look at the contact bounce, looking like Ashton Genty, and he gets blocked as well. This is unbelievable. Goes through the first guy, trips over the tight end, gets nailed by the fullback, stays on his feet, and gets a tackle. Guess what? Another 3-yard loss. So if you guys don't believe me in terms of he can really change the dynamic of a defense, I don't know what you guys are watching. It's not a coincidence he's this good. Really quickly, before I talk about why his versatility is going to help this team, I do ask a little bit of a favor from you guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. Helps out the channel so much, and if we can get over, let's say, 500 likes on this video, we will continue to cover this Dallas Cowboy team throughout the entirety of the year. But also subscribe to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. You guys can always unsubscribe if you guys don't enjoy the content, but I think you guys will with the amount we post about the Dallas Cowboys. Again, doesn't cost a thing. Turn on post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post these Cowboys videos. And let's continue to dive into some more film. Now, don't be too worried. right? He's not one-dimensional. He's not a guy that can only really stop the run. He can generate pressure on quarterbacks, okay? Now, he's not going to be Micah Parsons, right? You don't really see too many interior defensive linemen that just dominate in terms of pass rush. Sometimes there are some. Quinnen Williams is not that guy, but he can do it, okay? So right here, you see him just go through this single team, push him back maybe 3-4 yards, and then just out hustle him, right? Gets it, Aaron Rodgers. Great sack here. Again, I think the versatility alone is something that is really going to spark this defense. Right? Even looks like he's being held a little bit here, but it don't matter. He is a big-time threat. I also do think Logan Wilson is another guy that can drastically help not only the run defense, but also dropping back into a hook curl or a mid-read or a curl to flat, right? He could definitely help out in zone coverages and playing running backs, tight ends at times. I think he'll be really big for this team as well. Monday Night Football is going to be amazing tonight, and I had a couple of picks for you guys, so we could potentially over 1,000x our money. With the sleeper app, I've been having so much fun using it, and guys, really quickly, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit with your first deposit, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 in bonus funds. I mean, just take that alone and use it, right? It's amazing. But let's go through some of my picks. I'm going to start off with Bijan. I like Bijan today to just get a lot of passes. I think Buffalo's going to go up early. So let's look at his line of 115.5 rushing and receiving yards, and I'm going to go more than just 100. I think he's going to catch the football a ton in this football game. I also like Josh Allen rushing, but I'm going to keep it at 25.5, go more than 25. I think that's fair. The Chicago Bears run defense is not very good at all. We're going to go to rushing yards, and I'm going to put it at 50, more than 50 rushing yards. I think that's another one that's pretty fair, one more. I want to go Kyle Pitts. Darnell Mooney, I believe, is out today. I could be wrong, but 25 receiving yards more than I feel like is pretty fair. So Bijan, rush receiving, Josh Allen rushing, Jacory 50, Kyle Pitts 25 plus. I feel like that's fair. If you put 20, you can win 50. Obviously, you can put a lot more. I like playing really safe, but if you really want to go for the moon, you guys can. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, use promo code DUBS. Get that free match deposit. You'll get up to $100 on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. And again, code DUBS. Now, Logan Wilson is just another one of those guys that adds really solid depth to this Dallas Cowboys roster. And honestly, if we go to it really quickly, we're going to be able to see this defense needed some more work, at least at the linebacker position. Yeah, you have Shamar James, who looks pretty good as a weak side linebacker, but obviously you could just use another guy to come in here and just make a difference. You have Kenneth Murray, who you like. You have Jack Sanborn, who I don't think is currently healthy. Obviously, Overshawn is another one that they love. Hopefully, he's back sooner rather than later, but needed more depth right now, especially with the injury to Jack Sanborn. And Logan Wilson is a potential day one starter, someone that can help them out immediately as a Mike linebacker. Now, on this play right here, you can see they come out in 11 personnel, one running back, one tight end. They do have another wide receiver in line in Adam Thielen, but Logan Wilson does a really good job not overreacting too early. He does what we call reading, reacting, and then attacking, and you're going to see him do just a really good job disengaging off this offensive lineman and just making the tackle. They pick up 2-3 yards on this play, and overall, I think Dallas Cowboys fans should be excited about what he could potentially bring to this team. Pretty much right away from the standpoint of, playing in the next game for them and maybe even being a day one starter. Again, being able to stop the run, whether they're in 13 personnel, 12 personnel, 11 personnel, I think being able to stop the run can really turn an offense or an offense's ability to be unpredictable to then predictable, right? If you could stop the run, then you know exactly what they're going to need to do every single play. And right here does a really good job attacking the gap early, getting right through there alongside TJ Slayton, getting a stop in the backfield. They lose 1 yard. But overall, again, I'm excited about Quinnen Williams a ton for this defensive line. Again, really does suck that the news about Marshawn Kneeland. It is terrible. But again, Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, Dominic Ezeraku, Jadeveon Clowney, Sam Williams, Dante Fowler, James Houston. Really good group of edge rushers there alongside these two. Again, prayers in the chat for Marshawn Kneeland, man. Absolutely terrible. Terrible news. But I am going to end the video here. Let me know what you guys think about Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams. Hit the like button, leave a prayer emoji, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Peace.